Tannerite brand binary exploding rifle targets presents viewer feedback.
All right, this one is from Frank Cowley. He writes, I enjoy your show because you're always having fun no matter where you're hunting. How is it that after all the places you've hunted, you still have a good time? Frank, it's real easy. It's called the joy of the hunt. I love every single moment, whether I'm in country like Alaska or whether I'm at my own place in Texas. It doesn't matter. So for me, it doesn't matter. It's all about the joy of the hunt. I've hunted with Brent many times over the past 13 years, and I've got to be honest, this is the kind of hunting that I think of when I hear big game hunting adventure. We've sat up here on this mountainside for about 5 hours. The wind has blown probably 30 to 40 miles an hour. We haven't seen a thing. Sun's starting to set behind the mountain, and we want to get off this bench with these horses before it gets too dark. We may bump into somebody on the way down, but the wind is just giving us fits. Is howling about probably 20 miles an hour or more, which is not good. It would shock me if we saw anything at all right now. Looks big. You got a clothes dryer in the tent. Boy, we need one. We wound up, it's getting too close to dark to do anything, but we've got a couple of real nice bulls, one really big one right down here. And as long as we can get out of here without boogering them, they ought to be here in the morning. If the weather cooperates, we'll be right here and see if we can pick them up.
The High Road with Keith Warren is presented by Liberty Safe, OpticsPlanet.com, DARTON Archery, Supercharged Scent Killer by Wildlife Research Center, 99%, Blue Rock Outfitters, and Shadow Hunter Blinds. Elevators. The High Road will be right back.
The weather is just beautiful right now. We look down the hill and the bulls are still there. There's several of them. Problem is they're much further down the bottom, so we're going to go down there and see if we can close the distance, see if one's a shooter and we're happy with him, and see if we can put a hole in him. I didn't realize when we got down here that it was this deep in the bottom. They very well may be right there. There you go. There you go. There we go. Are you there? Can I do it? Here goes. The long distance shooting course paid off again. I am so incredibly grateful for so many things. First off, I'm grateful to be an American, to live in a country that still has country like this. Wide open, wild stuff, and I love it. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for being able to have the health to be able to get up here and do this. I'm grateful to Brent Keith at Castle Rock Outfitters for putting up with me, and I'm just grateful. And I cannot wait to get in there and put my hands on that bull. Let's go. You know, every time I walk up to a moose, I mean, words just are hard to come by because they're so freaking big. I mean, everything on them is big. The legs, I mean, the body is huge. And look at the antlers. And these guys right here, how long do you think they've been out of velvet now?
Probably a good week for sure, maybe a week and a half.
And they're still white. I mean, they're going to be darkening up soon. But when we came up on the hill and looked down at them, the bull on the far right clearly was a bigger bull than this, as far as his antlers were wider and he had longer tines on it. But you kept saying, take the one on the left.
Right.
Tell everybody why.
I wanted to get the older bull out of there and save that big prime bull for the breed, you know, pass those genes on.
And the way to tell they're old, look at the fronts on them. Right here. I mean, the big, massive fronts. He's got 5 on one side, 4 on the other, but also look at the tops right here. Kind of rounded off, but this was an old bull, and I'm all about taking the right animal, and this was the right animal, and it dumped him right where he stood.
Yep, it was perfect.
I mean, perfect. And the good news is we've got good weather. We've got ample daylight to get this thing done and get back to camp before the grizzly bears get on the crawl. But anyway, Brent, this is wonderful. Thank you. All right, if somebody wants more information on Castle Rock Outfitters, all they need to do is go to your website, right?
That's right.
CastleRockOutfitters.com. If you're interested in sheep, moose, grizzly bear, or a winter predator hunt, get a hold of Brent Keith. And I hope you have a big place on your wall for taxidermy work, because you're going to need one. The reason Alaska has a special place in my heart is simple. No matter where you look, Alaska is beautiful. The sheer vastness of Alaska will leave you speechless, as when you're in this country, you really realize how small we really are in the grand scheme of things. Hunting here isn't easy. It likely will be the most demanding hunt you could ever go on. It's tough country for tough people, and that's why I love hunting in Alaska. An Alaskan adventure leaves me exhausted, not only from the physical demands that are required, but exhausted from literally trying to take in every single moment of my trip so that I can always savor the joy of the hunt.